Welcome back. We're talking about strides against HIV/AIDS. 30th year of World AIDS Day. To call and ask your questions, the number is 0808 054 2233. That's 0808 054 2233. You can also tweet at CTV_Mary A. Let me give you a bit of Brazil statistics. Brazil, as of now, is celebrating 16.5% drop in AIDS-related deaths between 2014 and 2017 because of expanded access to prevention, the four-pronged approach, expanded access to prevention, testing, treatment, and care. This has led to a reduction in new cases. So this is a winning formula. My question is, how much expanded access do we need? How are we doing by way of people getting tested? Most of them coming forward to get treated. How are we doing?
Yeah, let me tell you, for example, we've been in this program for a long time. But I can tell you, at the height of this epidemic, at Nigerian State Medical, we have 25,000 patients. But because of expanded access within primary care general hospital in Lagos State, this number we've referred, now we have less than 8,000. What it means that we've sent these patients out, they now have treatment places that are closer to their houses. Yes. Before the institute, you have every day up to 500
So
people
more centers around the country.
Yes, yes. And what we are doing now, we are sending them out, we are stabilizing them, we are sending them to those primary health centers and centers closer to their homes. The access have improved, it's much better, but it could get better because of the population of Nigeria, 180 million persons.
That's not a joke.
Yeah, that's not a joke, yeah.
Okay, there's something I saw called the fast-track strategy that some countries are involved in. Is Nigeria one of them, and what is it about?
Yeah, what we are saying that, like, remember today, is know your status.
Okay.
If you know your status, that's a key to receiving treatment. Because we are not likely to treat somebody who don't know the status. So that's why the country is emphasizing know your status.
Let's know who to treat.
Yes. Once you know your status, you are linked up to the services. And once you are linked up to services, the rest is virus operation now depends on adherence. The country, yes, we are hoping. You know, usually the country is a country that will start late.
Yes.
But when we are in it,
it's ride or die.
It's ride or die. Yeah, that's it. That's Nigeria. We die here. That's Nigeria for you. We'll start late, but when we are in it, we are in it.
Okay, there's something called a self-testing kit.
Yes.
It's one of the things that Brazil is using.
Yes.
I'm using Brazil because, you know, it was such a good result that it was published.
Yes.
What are we doing here? Are we doing this? Because talking about these key populations and stigma, it will be so much better if somebody who is considered among the key populations has a self-test kit. So it's a discrete process. They test and they just come to you and say, here's my test.
Yeah, let me give you an example. 2 weeks ago, or less than 2 weeks ago, the country adopted self-testing.
Nigeria adopted self-testing?
Yes, self-testing.
I feel like clapping.
And they're making a recommendation. If today, Nigerian Institute of Medical Research, with other corporations, and Lagos State AIDS Control Agency, if you go to police college, as I'm talking to you now, we are introducing the concept of self-testing to adolescents. There are over 1,500 youths, adolescents, at Ikeja, Police College Ikeja, and there's like a competition. We want the youths to come up to tell us what is the best strategy for self-testing among the youths. We want them to tell us the strategy to use. You know, it's only the youths that will tell you the strategy to use. And I can tell you, with that, once the youths tells us this is the best strategy to adopt for self-testing, that will be massively eroded throughout the country. And I can tell you that people will start that. Now in Nigeria now, the tests are available. You can get them, do them within the confines of your home, privacy of your home. And in the test, you don't need anybody. It tells you detail by detail what you need to do.
Just like a pregnancy test, right?
And pictorial. It also shows you the picture, so you can interpret your result and you know who to call.
Okay, now that we brought out all this good news,
Yeah.
how about money? I know testing is free, but
Yes.
how about treatment?
Treatment is also free.
And Nigeria is able to carry
I can tell you the drugs are available. The drugs are available. We are not
even
having
this
stock
new
out.
cocktail.
Yes, it's available. It's available. Drugs are available.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay.
People need to leave their home, know their HIV status, and get to the facility. One of the challenges is only 32% of people who are HIV positive know their status in the country.
That is low.
And there's no way the doctors in the hospital will treat you without knowing your status.
That's good.
So I think why we expect government to do much, we as individuals need also.
We need to step up
We
to
need
the
to step
plate.
and do our.
Okay, now one of the achievements, one of the strategies for achievement is early detection and, quick treatment.
Treatment, yes.
Can you tell us the benefits of this? What is the person avoiding by going into treatment early?
Yes, if you wait, remember you mentioned about tuberculosis.
Yes.
That's the commonest cause of death in HIV positive persons. If one gets HIV infected and you are waiting, the HIV destroys the immune system in the body. So those opportunity illnesses ordinarily people who are immunocompetent will be able to ward off. Because your immunity have been destroyed, you will not be able to control this infection. So what it means is that the person becomes sickly, the person goes to hospital, and then because the immunity have been destroyed, recovery, even when you eventually get into treatment, recovery is more difficult. But if one starts treatment when that immunity have not been destroyed, recovery is better, and the person to regain his immunocompetence is also faster.
So let me just allow my mind to go for a minute. Let's say somebody discovers right after, if possible, right after infection that they are positive and treatment starts immediately.
What it means is that nobody will even know you are HIV positive because you will be as healthy as you are. You will take your drug as if it's a sweet.
Engage in sports.
Yes, engage in sports, engage in all.
Work normally.
Work normally. Every night you just pop up one tablet and drop it in your mouth and that's it.
Is it once a day?
Yes, once a day.
That's how good it's got.
Yes, once a day.
Once a day.
Once a
there
day.
was a time the cocktail was like
yes, those are
several drugs.
Many
times.
You have to do it 3 times a day, 6 times. Now, just one single tablet, you have to drop in your mouth.
It's like a vitamin pop.
That's it. That's what we are telling people. There's no reason for people not to know their HIV status.
And now they're self-testing.
Self-testing. So you don't even want, yes.
Keep out of the public.
Yes, and even young people who don't want to come to hospital or clinic and one elderly person say, why are you doing your HIV test? They can buy it and do the testing.
This has been wonderful. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to the program, Dr. Ezechi. And thank you so much for being there. Have a wonderful day and get tested. I'm Mary Alale Yusuf.